was looking for a way to hit the ridge behind me, and it looked like coming up right here would continue straight on there. But as things happen, we have a bit of a gorge, and I am not going down there. So the only way to hit that is to go there, and then I guess we'll see. But that's a lot of elevation, so I guess we'll find out. Found a little place to get some shade, so we're taking the detour. It's not bad. We're at about 6,600 feet right now, and that'll be my route. And then, of course, walk along here, and then I think up that thing, and then we can top out. And I think once we get there, I'll be able to see right down into the Owens Valley in the Eastern Sierra. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. So one of the things I thought would be cool to tell you is that it's not easy to get lost out here once you're up high, because if you know your landmarks, it's pretty easy. So right there, that's Telescope Peak in the Panamint Range. I believe these are the Santa Rosa Hills right here, and then the Nelson Range is over there. I know the Owens Valley is directly behind me, and down on the foreground here, right here, is just on the other side of it, is where I parked. And so, I mean, going up I couldn't do a direct route, but I mean, as the crow flies, it's actually really close to, you know, where I parked. But the key with this, because even in February, when the temperatures aren't super hot, the sun is just always going to get you. So you got to hydrate frequently and just take your time, because you're in the direct sunlight the entire time, and you don't want to like overheat and get heat stroke. So it's all about being smart about it and not about rushing. It's a marathon, not a sprint. There's still quite a substantial amount of snow up in these pockets. It's pretty crazy. Some of it's still about 6 inches deep. I'm gonna head up there, and hopefully soon the climbing will be over, but we'll see. You know, it's funny because, hello Conglomerate Mesa. It's funny because every time I think, oh, you know, I may be the first person to ever walk here, there's another goddamn clay marker. Grr. Grr. It's amazing once you get to the top of these things, how gentle it is. Like, it's such a huge climb to get up here, and then it just flattens out. And I think just above here, you're gonna be able to look down on the valley, and that should be pretty awesome. This is amazing. It's really amazing. I just got a cell signal too. Hi, Stephanie. Well, look at this. This just goes on and on and on and on for freaking ever. I'm at about 7,300 feet right now. This is a site that most people do not get to see. So that is Telescope Peak on the western edge of Death Valley in the Panamint Range. And then as I pan over this way, right there is Mount Whitney, which is the highest peak in the continental US. And it's pretty freaking cool. Well, here's another clay marker. This one is Joey and Sue. I thought I'd give you a quick rundown of what I can see from here. So right there in the middle is going to be Conglomerate Mesa. And as I pan over here, that next big range there is going to be the Nelson Range, I believe. Right in the center now. And as we traverse across here, that long thing in the distance at the very top and in the center is going to be, I believe, Hunter Mountain. And there's a big petroglyph site somewhere in there, and I'm not going to tell you about it because it's secret. And over here you can probably see a thin ribbon at the top right, which would be Saline Valley Road, going up over the Santa Rita Hills, and then down and either splitting at Hunter Mountain to go up to Hunter Mountain or down into Saline Valley. And over here, the tallest peak obviously is Telescope Peak. And I am standing on Malpais Mesa. This is what happens sometimes when you're hiking cross country, is that you go down the canyons and they start to narrow, and then this happens. So we're at a pretty titanic, it's about a 30-foot dry fall here. So I'm gonna take a look at it. It's gonna be an awfully long hike down if I have to go back around. So I'm gonna just take my time, use good judgment, and go from there. Well, I took a look at that dry fall. It looked doable from about first 20 feet, but I couldn't really see a route down from there, and to get down there to actually look at it, I'd have to commit to actually being in it, and that doesn't seem like a good idea. So I need to backtrack, which means I gotta go all the way back up there, and there is something shiny right there. What the hell? That's another mining claim marker, I bet. Okay, not climbing to that. Well, I'll keep you updated. I'm back up on top. So the dry fall is right there where that ridge goes down, and then there. So I can, obviously I'm not gonna do that there, but this over here looks totally doable. So I'm gonna go down there, and I know that there's a mine over there that I can actually see the roads to. And I know that that reddish patch down there is where is just on the opposite side of that is where my truck is, and I can actually see the road from here too. So I'm in good shape. I just didn't anticipate having to do that kind of a detour, but it's all good in the hood. All right, we're making progress. So that's where I came from after I climbed back up, and then I used this ridge here to just get down. And so now all I have to do is go way down there, which, I mean, honestly, the hard part is over, and I avoided doing something stupid, so I don't mind a little work. I'm only a few feet from getting down into the canyon, but just a quick, this is where I was. Oh, son, you suck. So that's where I came down from. It's a long way, but look at this. I got shade, and I got easy walking. We're home free.